Okay. I think I'm live. I've never done this before. I'm streaming to YouTube. I've always streamed to Twitch before this, so I just thought, let's do a little experiment. Oh, that is not the way to do that. Okay. That's also not the way to do that. All right. I just wanted to see even how I would bring it up or see that I'm streaming. Oh, there it is. Okay. Cool. I've always streamed. There we go. Looks like it's actually working. Awesome. So, if you're here and you can see this, say hi. I'd love to see who's actually here. But let's get started. Our first YouTube stream. I'm going to go ahead and just do a puzzle or survival. I think I'm going to sort of announce real quick on a site that I'm live, just so people know. So we'll see. Let's go, Kevin. I love your podcast. Hey, thanks so much, Star Disco. Curious. I've never done this before. How did you know it was live? Did you get like an email? Were you just on YouTube and you saw it? What's up? Let's see. One by and let how it's going. Okay. So just about ready to get started here. All right. Here we go. Let's do some puzzle or survival. Let's see. I think the goal is 40. That's my goal now these days, is try to get 40. It'd be nice to get to 30 with no problems, and then get to 40 is like the ultimate goal. Okay, wow, what a weird first one. Normally they are much easier than this. Well, I guess simply taking the piece seems pretty good. I guess we'll just take the piece. Usually the beginning ones are just all back row mates, right? It's like back row mate, boom. Perfect timing, just gonna look at my chess stuff on yours. Okay, nice. Looks like probably a back row mate this year. And yeah, we'll take the back row mate. Boom, boom. Okay, another back row mate. Okay, an actual tactic, but I think it's pretty easy. We're just gonna go here. The king is well surrounded. We can just put the mate on. All right, I call this one the chess.com tactic, where you go boom, moves back, and now it's a back row mate. My daughter loves this one because she actually got me with that in one of the weird games we were doing. Okay. We're going to do here, the bishop is covering the battery. This is why you make batteries, because you get checkmates. Let's see. Here's a check. Does it do anything? I mean, they just move out of the way. And then what? Oh, this is actually kind of hard for only like number 7. Let me make sure it's actually showing the results there. It is. Cool. Let's see. Interesting. I'm actually going to think here. I don't even see anything. Like, I see this check, but it doesn't really do anything. They don't have any hanging pieces. They don't have anything. The only thing loose is that knight. Tough one. I'm looking at, we could attack this knight here. They do just move anywhere. And I don't think we have anything. Wow. Oh, okay. The first move I looked at actually works quite well, right? We just go here, check, moves, pick up the knight. And I think that's enough. We win a knight. That's fine. Why are we going to be greedy? Okay. Let's see. This guy is being hit by both of these. So if we go here, check. They move over. This is going to lead to mate. If they do not... There are no other moves. So at least mate. They are going to be able to put the bishop here. But the knight's covering it. So we still get the mate. Okay. It looks like this is just checkmate. I mean, yeah. Okay, we got the number 10. Unscathed. That's good. It's rare when you miss one this early. So this is, again, the chess.com mate. It's just a little bit different. It's like check, moves, check, We still get there. And we get the mate. Okay. I'm guessing this is going to be the first move, so let's calculate it. They can't go here because of the bishop. They could go here or here. And if they do that... oh, okay. I was thinking this was mate, but this is covered actually twice. So this queen cannot come all the way down. So I think instead what we're looking at is maybe this check. And then if over here, here, and then rook there, then they get away up here. So I think what we're looking at actually, now that I see this more, is this covering this pawn in the back. And then we just come over here and win it. So we can go like here. No matter where this king goes. If they go over on this side, they're definitely going to get mated. So their only hope is to go here, check, and that's actually still mate because these are the two escape squares. So a little bit more complicated, but still the mate is there. This looks like a pretty easy mate. We just go here and checkmate them. That's always nice. Okay. We've got a pretty easy game, and they have a runaway pawn. So, like, this is pretty scary. They also do have a hanging piece, so maybe not so scary. Let's see. Can we just take this piece? Take the piece. I don't know. Take the piece. Whoa, we can't take the piece. What? It's white to move. Wow. Okay. All right, that was embarrassing. So we have this hanging piece, which... okay. I was thinking I was going to be able to pin it. It's not even the right color. I'm all discombobulated. Okay, so let's just look at the easy check. Easy check. Gets away there. And now I'm looking to check my own piece. Okay. Very discombobulated. I'm going to do a quick reset. Ready? Okay. We're white. Wow. My brain really struggled with the whole coming back to not having the black pieces. So we do have this. We could just go along this row. Sorry, this file. They would have to go there. And that doesn't get us much. If we go here to put pressure on, that doesn't get us much. We can do something like here and just win that piece, which probably is going to be the best answer. Yeah, we'll go here and win the piece. That seems reasonable. Alright, white to move. Check. Only squares there. We go check. And that is mate. So, that looks good. Check, mate. 15. Okay, white to move. Here, takes, mate. Here, here, mate. So, yeah, this is the move. Goes here, and there. Finishing it off for the mate. Oh, all right. Sardisco says, you recently started to do more survival after I heard your last guest talking about 40 on Puzzle Rush before he started playing his games. I think it works. Yeah, I agree. I also had the same takeaway. I was like, yeah, why aren't I doing more Puzzle Rush survivals? This is madness. It's such a great way to kind of get yourself going. So yeah, I had stopped. So yeah, this is one of the great things about having a podcast, is it reminds me the things I need to do. Like, it's other people enjoy it too, but I actually get a lot out of it. So yeah, I agree. I've come back to them since then. Okay, this is a weird one. Materials equal. There is a pin here. There's a guy under fire, and that's being also hit. So we can't just simply move the bishop. We could take. They're pretty much forced to take back. But then what? Maybe the answer is to go here. The rook has to stay on this file. And we can hit this pawn. So like takes to resolve that issue. Then go here with the idea that we're going here to hit this a second time, and if they take, we win the piece. But what if we go here and they move the rook to here. Now it's backed up. So now when we go take, it doesn't actually work. Interesting stuff. There's also this check. Maybe that's the answer. So it's like here, here. We're rerouting with check. And now we come here, and now this is falling. Yeah, I like that. So it took a little bit, right? We had to find the theme, and then we had to find the right way to enact the theme, which can be tough. Live on YouTube, amazing stuff. Well, thanks so much, Brozinger Gamer. I've been trying to figure out. I've been streaming on Twitch before, and you know, I don't know. I just thought let's try YouTube. Let's see what that looks like. I have a much bigger following on YouTube, so let's try that. All right, is this mate? Check. This very important square is covered. There's no other way out. That's actually mate. Let's see. Okay. I mean, this is hanging. Ooh, okay. The nice thing about taking there is if they take, we get there and we win the queen. Takes, and now it's rook versus knight with even pawns. And a knight that's pretty stuck. Like, that's not bad. I would take that. What else could they do, though? I take the rook. Let's say they just move the queen. I was going to say anywhere. There's not that many squares. Really, they can only come out this way. And they really need to come out to here. So then I go check. Takes, goes here. Wait, no. I've already gone here. Then here. Check. Here. Now what? Gets away? Material's pretty even at this point. I feel like, can we get more somehow? Like, that seems reasonable. Can we like combine these ideas into one idea? Like, I could go here, threatening that spot. I could go here, and if here I could go here. The problem is if I take on f2, the king is probably taking on f2, not the rook. I think we're starting with this, and I think we're just gonna do this plan. Like, this has to be the best plan. Okay, so 19 in the books. Bishop here. Is that just mate? Sure looks like it. No escape squares, and that's just mate. Queen here. Escape square there. No escape square is covered, so therefore that's mate. All right. Black to move. Interesting. Okay, so if it's black to move, all this is... So when I saw this king in the corner, it really messed with me. And now I'm like, no, this is still white going down. Does not mean white's going up. So white is heading down. We've got our rook here. How are we going to use this? This looks like a cool little rook endgame. There's no way to like trap that rook, right? We're going to have to do something else. If we go here, take the pawn, they are getting a queen. And I think we are losing there. So that looks like it would be the idea, but it's not going to work. We could try to race them. We go here, here. This is actually checkmate because we are on the right diagonal. So that looks promising. So if we go here, they can't simply race us. They also can't come out. So this pawn is not going to be able to queen very easily. So if we go here, what can they do? They could go here and check. And then I suppose I could just kind of like come down this way and eventually hide behind their pawn. So yeah, I think the answer is just push. Okay. And if they take, that's actually something I should have calculated because now that's a little bit scary. Like here, takes, and I think we're going to be fine. Well, we might have to end up... Whoa, okay, I didn't even realize that. Yeah, no, this will be fine. We're going to have to end up stacking the rook, which is what I was thinking. But it's okay, because we had our outside passer to make up for it. All right, 22, unscathed. We're on our way. Here is not going to be enough. There is a problem that this is checkmate. So whatever we do has to be pretty great. It's like I was looking at this, but even if that wasn't checkmate, they could just take this way. So what the heck are we doing? How are we supposed to do this? It feels like the only move is rook c1, but that doesn't look to me like it works. Aha, I found it. We do need to be able to go to rook c1, but before we do it, remove one of the defenders of c1 so that we can go to c1 and it's with checkmate. Okay, and then this would be mate except for the escape square. So the question is, like, do we cover it first or not? I think we go here while the escape square is covered. They go there, and then we mate. Boom, boom, boom. White to move, and boy, black has a lot of pawns. It looks like there is only one possible world where we could be okay. I don't know if we will. We're going to have to make this move because it's it. But I think if we go here, here, we do indeed make it. But boy, that is that's a wild position to win from, being down that many pawns. Okay. This is quite the fork. And I think that's gotta be the move, right? I mean, we could go here first, but then after the trades, we're left with knight against rook and a bunch of pawns, and we're losing for sure. Whereas if we go here first, they move, we go here, and that will actually win. Ah, okay. That's interesting. I think... Oh, wow, there's a lot happening here now. I didn't realize that. Like, if I go here, check, that's fine. But they're also threatening mate. But that's okay. I think I can go there. So we'll go here to save the queen, and then g3 would stop the mate. All right. We go here, check, there, check. Has to move over, mate. So we'll do that. We'll take the checkmate. 27 done. Alrighty. This looks like one of those scenarios where we're going to take here. But I'm just not seeing us having enough pieces to make this actually work. The other big thing I'm seeing in this position is this interaction. So if we could move the knight in a very compelling way, then we would be in business. So for example, if this pawn wasn't here, we would be in business. We could take with check, then take here, and that would be great. But bad news, we do have a pawn there. So we can't hit this square with check. So that sack doesn't seem good. We could go here, threatening to hit this square. And so when we go here, let's say they take. If we were to take back first, then they could just go there and cover the square. I don't think that's very good. If we go here, they take, and we go here immediately, what I'm worried about is if they go there. Let's say I take, and they run away with the bishop. Where are we? I don't even know. Let's figure this out. So we would be, okay, first of all, material is even, piecewise. So we would go down a bishop in this plan, go here, check, be up in exchange. Then they're going to, let's say they run away, and we run away, we're just up in exchange. If they take and we take, we're in business. So this looks like it works just fine. Okay, so it was going here first, taking the exchange, then taking the piece, and now we're up in exchange. All right, worked out. Brozinger says, bro is the puzzler. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take the puzzler. I think this is one of those cool mates. I think we've got it. The smothered mate. We go here. It's check. It's a double check. They have to move. Boom, in with the queen. Can only take here, come back with a knight for mate. The ultra rare, rarely seen in actual games, smothered mate, but regularly seen in puzzles. Okay, this is what I'm immediately seeing in this position. There is this pin. Okay, so we don't need, we can like, okay, we can't stick something there because the bishop is covering it, but I think this is going to be critical. I want to look at this to start with. This is why it's so critical. They can't block this way. We could just take. So if we go here, they can block this way, but then look, this is covered. So I didn't even realize that. These two bishops are just owning this position. Okay. So this, like when you ever read about that, like put your bishops on a good diagonal, this is why you win. All right, so check. Can't get out of the way. Can't block. Can't block. That's game. Okay. The pinned pawn loses the game. Alrighty. We could go here. Check, hitting the rook. The problem is that doesn't do that much. The rook is very well backed up. Also, our piece would be hanging. So how can we do something with this? One thing we can say is this check is actually pretty great. That's checkmate if they do nothing. So they have to do something. They either have to go here, which unfortunately looks really good because it's hitting the rook again. But we have a trick there, actually. If they put the queen here, we can do this well-known trick, pulling the defender away, and then the queen is hanging here. And if we go here and they push b3, then I think we just go here, check. They go to the back rank, and then we come back there and mate. So it looks like this works. Yeah, we get to do the little trick. Boop. Remove the defender, win the queen. Oh, yeah. Those are always fun. Okay. Going here, mate. Only problem is going here, they take. But then we take. The queen has to get off of this diagonal. So let's say here. Then we go here with the bishop, owning this square. I think that's mate. So is there any other thing they can do? No, there's not. So they have to take there. We go here. Okay, well, they can sack the queen if they want. We'll take that. Alrighty. So what do we have happening here? What I'm seeing is both of these rooks look loose and the queen looks loose. This square looks very promising. It's an unfortunate diagonal for anyone who has my chessboard course out there. I guess the question is, does it work? Like, it looks pretty good. Looks like we win a piece. Where does the queen go? Queen has very limited squares. Perhaps the only square the queen has is there, actually. Back on h3, and then we just straight up win the rook. So I think we'll do it. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. What did they grab? A pawn? But that's fine, right? We take, they take, we still win a rook out of this. Okay. Alright, this is an interesting one. We are down a queen for 2 pieces. But do we have a mate in 1 just with this? All of the squares are gone and it's just mate in 1. Okay. Alright, we don't need all the pieces. We'll just checkmate. Okay, once again, this is pinned. I believe that's going to be quite relevant in this one. So we're going to go take. If here, mate. Ish. Knight, then mate. So takes. And then I think we'll take this way. And then when they move over, we'll go here and we'll get mate. So this pawn, pinned pawn, once again, is utterly critical to everything. Ooh, I missed this. Is that actually going to be important? I don't think so. I think we still get to go here. Yeah, and then, yeah, we're good. Ooh, that got a little scary, I must admit. I got a little nervous there. Oh, we got a message here. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. So what about takes, check. We've got these 2 rooks right in the king's face, but the king can just run away, and it's hard for them to operate. Is it better to go here, here, if back, mate, takes. Yeah, this works quite well. And then anywhere he go, oh no, because now that square is not available. But I still think we're good with the same kind of thing we did last time, where it's like here and then comes back. But I will admit that I didn't fully see everything before making the first move. which I don't like, because in a game that feels like a loss, right? You're not gonna in a game be like, oh well, I hope it works out. Like you need to solve it all. Okay. This piece is hanging. So we go takes. Problem is, what are we left with there? A pretty even position, which probably is not what we're looking for. But I think we could go here. I feel like they're gonna take. Yeah, if they move with the knight, then we win. So if they take, then we go here, and then we still win on that square. So yeah, similar to one of the earlier puzzles. And again, like the earlier puzzles, you could sack your queen there. Don't recommend it. Okay. I wonder if there's going to be a wacky mate with like takes. No, there's too many escape squares there. Queen's covering this one. This one is covered. Could go... No. Here, so you can't get in there. Alright, so then suddenly this one's looking a little bit challenging. Maybe not. Maybe it's actually quite easy. Maybe we just go here. Then they go there. The problem is, if I take this quite obvious looking... It's not a check. Okay. Well, never mind then. Also, I can't take here because it's covered. So maybe this doesn't work. Here. Oh, it does work. This is very clever. So it's queen, king moves over. Then we go here, check. They take, we take. And it's like, so what? They can get away either square, but guess what? No, they can't. No, they can't. Yep, exactly. Queen sack it is. Wait, what was I doing? No, I've not to recalculate. I got distracted. Yeah, so it's here. Right. Boom. All right. 38 with no errors. The highest I've ever gotten is 50. So we got a chance here. And Vivek Sarkar, welcome, my friend. Welcome to the stream. All right. We're going to go here. Only move. Here. Oh. Okay. Never mind. This looks promising, but it's not actually promising. I was thinking that, like, if this was the king, this one would be amazing. Also, we should look real quick. There's a lot happening here. So they have 3 pieces. Wow. So they have 2 extra pieces and a rook. So we really do need to just focus on mate. Trying to win a queen is not going to do it. So here, here. Not actually that many squares left for the king. Really, any of those 3 are fine. Whichever one they go to, the rook gets to slide over and check. I guess that's not true. They can only go to these 2. They go to the back one. That check. Does it lead to mate with this? Yeah. That'll still lead to mate. Okay. I think we're doing this. This works. Oh, Nelly. I didn't calculate it out fully, I have to admit. I think you could see that. It was like, I kind of did, and then I kind of didn't, and it burned me. So we got our first miss. Question is, can we just take here? What's the material count? Okay, so we actually down a piece. So just taking a piece isn't as great as it normally is. This piece I was looking at going here, it is actually pinned. I mean, taking still looks pretty good. We're on this thing twice now. And this thing is hanging. So yeah, I think I like this. Okay. Yeah, I think we take with the queen. And I think we might win another. Wait, what? Okay, just a pawn. I think we go here. Right, and then there's just no escape square for the knight. Yeah, this should win the knight. What? Wow. Okay, that's a pretty stunning development. Will I suddenly not get 40? I was on cruise control, and now the cruise control has turned off. I've lost control of the vehicle, And we're in some trouble. Okay. Got an interesting situation here with these stacked pieces. I'm looking at something like this. The problem is the knight's backed up. I don't think that actually does anything for us. In fact, it could just check us. I guess we could block the check. Material-wise, we're down a piece. Yeah. Hey, what up, Dad? That was a big oof. I don't even know what I did wrong. I'll be reviewing the ones I missed at the end. The point of this stream is, to learn. So we're gonna learn. We're gonna look at our misses. Boy, I don't know what the answer is here. Okay. I guess what I'm looking at is the queen doesn't have that many squares. This looks enticing. Where can the queen go? The queen can go... I guess the queen can actually go here, because it's backed up by the pawn. So maybe that does nothing. Could also come at it from this angle. Again, they could go here. But we're giving up our passed pawn. I keep coming back to this. Rook to g8. But they can just take it with the knight? I guess if they take with the knight... Okay, a lot happens here that I wasn't really looking at. So they take with the knight. We take back with the pawn, queen it. They take with the rook. We take with the bishop. They take with the king. We take this bishop with our queen. And we're still down a piece. Okay, so maybe that doesn't work. Maybe that doesn't work either. Okay, is there some wild move like take here with the queen? King takes. Rook check. Not that I see. What about this? This is actually mate if they don't do anything about it. So they would have to take. Then we take with the rook. Then they take with the knight. Then we take with the queen. And that's actually mate. So I think this works. We should look at it one more time. The move was take here with the bishop. They have to take. We take. They have no choice but to take with the knight. We take, and that is mate. Okay, so that was a tricky one, but we got there. All right, we're so close. 39, we can do it. And I'm going to try to make sure I do it, right? I'm going to calculate all these. Okay, I think I see this one. I think this one's quite easy, actually. Take, check, take back, up a piece. Let's make sure they don't have anything amazing. They don't. So we take, there. 40! Okay. Goal met. Now we're in gravy territory. And I feel like this is pretty easy. I mean, I could just take the queen. But, oh, this check I missed. Yeah, I guess that doesn't work. If we go here, and then they take here, and then we go here, this is actually mate. Wow, so this one is a little bit harder than I thought. And if I take here on c5, takes, that's not mate. So maybe that's what we have to do. Or we can go here first also. Check, takes, there. But I think maybe just taking this piece is best. Oh, our queen is hanging? No, we're not just taking that piece. Okay. What if we take the queen with our queen? They take with the rook. We take with... Okay. I think the answer... We're down a piece. So the answer, I think, just has to be rook takes queen. Takes check. Moves over. And they don't get mate. I think that has to be it. Has to be this. Okay. Move over. They take... Ooh, it's not over. Interesting. What do I need to find here? I think this still works quite well. Loop. And then when he moves over, we get to go here, 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 win the other rook. So we had to get a lot more material, actually. That's 41. Okay. All right. Let's go. We've got this wonderful looking David versus Goliath moment, if you have my chess, of course. But a pawn fork. They almost certainly have to take. But then we have this move. And they don't have a way to back up. Oh, I guess they do. They could go there. But if they do that, then we can go here. And then they take. We take. And then they push there. Wow. Okay, this one's complicated. It seems very easy, and I think it is probably not. So let's look at it again. Takes. Here, thinking we've won a piece. Oh, they could put the knight in two places to back up. But let's say they go here. This looks like the safest. Backing up the bishop now. Maybe the best way is to go here. That gives them time to just push and back it up. So, how do we make this happen? Maybe I'm becoming too obsessed with that one line. So we're going to tuck that aside and say, that looks promising. But let's see what other possibilities are in the position. And maybe we'll end up combining ideas. So like if we could go here, then it would work for sure. But if we go here, they just check. They're just out of it. They don't have to worry. That's what I'm having a hard time finding. Is like something that makes them so they don't have to worry. Same thing if I go here. First, they just move a piece. I think it has to be here. After here, now I figured it out. It's here, and no matter where they go, we attack with the pawn. Okay, that was a little embarrassing. We just go here. And now the piece is pinned. That was the whole point of everything we were doing. Hey, have you ever done Puzzle Racer on Lichess? What if you did that one, was open to people on the stream when you're done? Might be fun. Yeah, that sounds fun. We can do a Puzzle Racer challenge. I'm definitely up for that. Okay. Similar idea. Just push, pawn, win piece. That looks reasonable to me. That doesn't do anything. Yeah, we're just going to win the piece. And I don't think that matters. Oh, I guess it matters a little because of that. So let's take this way. And then now we win the piece. 43. Closing in on the 50. 50 is the highest I've ever gotten. I feel like this is pretty good. Also, oh no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. Yeah, I think this works. We go here. If they move the knight, they lose the queen. They can't move the knight and attack our queen. If they just back up the knight a second time, well, then we just take. So this works. That didn't work! No! It's okay. It's alright. It's alright. Bad things happen in life. As my daughter would say, sometimes in life you give up your queen. It just happens. Alright, so what was the right answer here then? My move still looks like the right answer. I'm still convinced it's the right answer. I don't even see another move that looks reasonable. Like, this looks okay, I guess, but the knight just moves. It just hangs the queen. Oh, my goodness. Vivek, thank you for pointing that out. What a ridiculous statement on my part. This just hangs the queen. Wow. So, what we need to do is actually move the queen. So, we need to move the queen here. Okay. Let me phrase that. We need to move the queen here. And then they take, and they take, and we take. Wow. That was very embarrassing. I did not see the queen was hanging. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Next one we missed. This one was 2165, I think it said. So, what's going on here? All right. I thought this was a pretty straightforward one. right? I took here. They took there. Does it matter which way I took? Yeah, I guess I want to take this way. Okay. I want to take this way. And then he's on that. And I think I went here and said that that should work. And it did not work. I think it's because of here. Here. And then here. Yeah, somehow I think I missed that that was hanging, actually, in that whole sequence. Okay, last one. 2055. Our last miss. I mean, this looks very strong. Just go there. And then that... Isn't that mate? Isn't this mate in 1? Black to move. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, it's just mate in 1. What? Huh? What did I do the last time around? How did I miss an easy mate in 1? Oh, I went here. That's right, and I had some idea. But then I was like, we'll get him. And this is really the peril of not fully calculating your responses. If you do what I did, and you just kind of go, this looks fine, then you miss mate in 1. All right, it was a good run. 43 is a very high quality run for me. Let's see where that ranks in my highest. That's actually tied for 11th. So that's not too bad. Yeah, you're right. Hey, wait up. I did rook queen a1, which was totally absurd. Okay, so we have a request. The main bulk of the stream was the Puzzle Rush Survival. We finished that, and so we got a request to move on to Puzzle Racer, which I don't know Puzzle Racer very well. Let's bring it up. Let's bring up Puzzle Racer and see how that works. It's on Lichess, and let's see. I'm gonna probably have to do some things. Okay, so we can do a public race or a race your friends. First, I'm just gonna do a public race and lose, just so I can see what it looks like on my screen and see how I need to update my screen to accurately do it. Okay, that looks not perfect, but it seems fine.
10, 9,
okay, we're gonna start here.
7,
Okay, let's do it. I'm
6,
against 3 other people,
5,
and then we'll do with
4,
friends.
3, 2.
This is a very long
1,
content. I don't know if it
0.
needs to be so long. I don't even know who's... Okay, it's white to move. This is a weird looking one. I don't know. Here and here. Okay. This is just mate in 1. This is check. Takes. I think we want to go here first. And then go here. And then go here. No. Okay. Not going great. Wow, someone is crushing this race. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh no. This is very embarrassing. Here is mate. Especially after being in a puzzle rush mentality, shifting to something fast is very abrupt. Like I haven't been doing something fast. I've been purposely going slow and methodical, and now I gotta shift gears. So I'm glad it's a practice one, so you guys will slaughter me less. Though clearly I'm gonna get slaughtered. Okay, I'm not in last anymore. How long does this thing go? Oh, 6 more seconds. Okay. Which one? Okay. All right. Race complete. I got second to last. Someone had 57 points. Oh, I only got second to last because that person didn't do it. I was goated at Nitro Type back in middle school. I do not know what that means. Okay, so let's go to another race. No, not doing that. So Puzzle Racer, race my friends. All right, I'm gonna put it in the chat. So let's see who wants to race me. Who thinks they can take me on in a race? Let me turn some lights on. Actually, maybe this will look better. There we go. Does it look better or worse or the same? I don't know. Looks about the same to me. Okay, we've got some racers. We've got 3 racers here. Knight Without Armor, Vivek, and myself. think we should make it a little bit bigger so we can see like the full racetrack. Yeah, that's perfect. We don't need to see some of that other stuff. We can just move my head up here. Boom. Okay. There we go. All right, let's get this race on.
10, 9,
Long countdown.
8, 7,
Just
6,
in case you weren't ready.
5,
In case you were getting a snack, you can be like,
3,
what?
2, 1,
Here we go.
0.
All right. I think we can just take. And then I think we can win this race. Okay, here. All right. Black to move. This feels like it would work. All right. Black to move again. We win a piece. I'll take that. All right. Notice how I've switched gears to a faster approach here. Though this one's not as easy. Whoa, what? Yeah, we go here and then here. White. Takes. That does not look like it works. Oh boy. I'm gonna skip this one. I don't know what that does, but we're gonna go. Isn't this the same puzzle? What kind of skip is this? Wait, whose turn is it to move even? It's Black's turn to move? What? Oh my goodness. I don't even know what's happening. Whose turn is it to move? Why does it not say whose turn is to move? That's bizarre. And it's going the wrong. What? So we're just getting queens? Oh, okay. That was very weird. Again, Black to move. Okay. Okay, that is a place where this could be made better. You could say whose turn is to move. All right. Let's go here. Can't quite pull the king all the way away. Okay, I got slaughtered, but I had some problems. All right. Let's try again. I'm gonna join the rematch. Oh, do I have to put it again? Okay. I guess I have to put it back in. All right. If anyone would like to race, there we go. I need to redeem myself. I spent most of the race trying to figure out whose turn it was to move. And ooh, we got Twister this time. All right. A Night Without Arm Vivek. Ooh, we got more people. Now that we saw how bad I am, people are like, I want in. I want to beat this fool. All right. Here we go. We're going to start.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Oh, it says you play the black
4,
pieces in all the puzzles.
3,
Got it.
2, 1.
Good to know.
0.
Okay. I'm going to go check. Bam. We'll go. Yeah, this one's a piece. That seems good. This is a weird one. I guess we go here, and that looks like it loses though. Like I can't get over. Oh, okay, I guess I can. Let's go here. Oh, not there. Check. Check there, there, there. So check. I think here. Okay. Things are going well. I'm in last. Here. Here. Trying to pull out of last. Here. Nope, that does not work. But this does. Wow, it does not. Oh, the rook was hanging. All right. This seems like it. Oh nope, that hung a piece. Takes. Here. Here? What the heck? Oh, okay. I tied for last. Thank you, Twister. Thank you for tying me for last. Okay. Last one. Let's do one more. See if I can break out of last. Okay, I'm going to put the again one more time. For the very last race. I'm not trying to get first. I am trying not to get last. That's my goal. These people are better than me at this. I can acknowledge that.
10, 9,
And I don't
8,
want last. I think
7,
after this, I'm going to play
6,
one blitz game
5,
before we head out. I think
4,
I have time.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay. Were we the black pieces again? No, now we're the white pieces. Okay, so we're going here. Here. And mate. Okay. I don't see anything here. I'm gonna skip. Okay. Okay, hanging piece is good. Another hanging piece is good. Go here. Ooh, we're in check. I guess we just run away. Oh, okay. There was something better than running away. I didn't see that. Takes. Oh, yeah. Okay. Still in last. Darn it. I thought I was doing okay this time. I guess I am not. I think this works. I feel like I cannot think as much as I would like in this format. I also can't talk at all, hardly. Check there. No. Oh, I'm in check. Okay. I guess I'll take. That's it. Dead last by a wide margin. Well, guys. I think we saw it was not good. That Puzzle Racer, which is, it's a little embarrassing. I would have liked to have done better. All right, we're gonna play 1, 3, 2 before I head on out. I think it's gonna be time to go. This has been a pretty successful first stream on YouTube. Enjoyed myself. Some people stopped by to say hello. Oh, this is messy. Okay. We're gonna play some Sicilian. I've been trying this more and more, having some fun with it. I don't have time to update all the mess on the screen, unfortunately. Whoa, okay. So we've got a delayed Alpin. I don't quite remember what I play against the delayed Alpin. I'm thinking I go here, though. And then here, and here, and here, if they don't take. Oh, okay, they can just do that. That's intriguing. What if I go here? No, because then they... No, they take. That would be fine. Take. I don't think I like how that looks, though. I don't really like how this looks either. But I guess we're doing it. This doesn't look good. This looks wrong to me. But I don't know. I guess we'll find out afterwards if it was wrong. I don't know that much about the Sicilian. I've been just kind of enjoying playing it. Let's see. Vivek says, Puzzle Racer feels so hard when you play it after a long time. Yeah, especially when you've been playing a survival mode where you're really being careful and then a sudden shift to trying to be as fast as possible. Boy, that was challenging. Yeah, I'm trying to play a survival maybe once a day, maybe once every couple days, just to really... should I have taken that way? Wow, I didn't even think about that. I just took there. I don't know if that was right. I'm kind of looking at... Yeah. Probably here is right. I'm giving up the bishop. I think I should have taken with the knight, though. Okay. It's a very weird game. I'm just going to develop and say let's castle and just move on with that. And if you want to take this piece, that's okay. We can make that trade. Okay. Very interesting. I think the deal is going to be like that. Very close to this clever just win on the spot. If I do this to set that up, if they go there, I can take here. So I'm going to do this. And then my next move is here. And if here, I win. With the unfortunate diagonal from my chessable course. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that this stream. Apparently a lot. Oh, wow. Okay. Now they might take here. And then that saves them. But if they take with the queen, bye-bye. Don't take with the queen, man. Don't do it. No, let me phrase that. Do it. Take with the queen. And then if they take here, I could take here and leave them with the worst pawns ever. That's very unfortunate that they saw that. Do I leave them with the worst pawns ever? I could. Oh, no, I can't do that. Yeah, I think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to say I cannot imagine you winning with this pawn structure. I just can't see it. I think I'm going to go here and not give up that. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to this bishop. And then I'm going to castle. And I think I'm going to be okay. I think I kind of worked out of what was a pretty ugly beginning. I mean, this knight is very entrenched. That is true. But I can also just go there if I really want to. Okay. Yeah, let's just castle. And then... Okay, that is a reasonable idea. I think I'm actually okay with going here. And then if they trade, the lovely knight is gone. If they don't, I'm going to go here. And then I have a pretty amazing bishop that's quite hard to contest. And then I can just go here and contest their knight. So that is the plan. Okay. That is not scary, right? It looks scary for a second, but I think it's fine. I just move over. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is all still fine. I'll just go... I don't know if I need to go there, actually. If I don't need to go there, what if I just go here and set up a mate threat? Perhaps that's even better. Sure, let's do that. Let's set up mate. I can defend it quite easily, but it's putting pressure on. Okay, they can do that. I guess I don't have much choice. I'll take with the rook. Probably going to go here if they don't take. And once again, I'm not too worried about this game. I feel like we go to the end game, we win. I guess a bigger problem would be I'm down to 38 seconds, and you know that in itself is kind of a worrisome spot. But if I were them, I'd probably just take there. Yeah, and I'll take. Maybe there's some world where you can take advantage of my back rank. I'll probably fix that pretty quick here. Okay. I think I'll just go here and double up on the file. Okay. That's a good idea. I think I can go here, though, and chase them off of that. I think first, though, I'm just going to go here. I don't think I have really anything to worry about, so let's just not get mated out of nowhere. This... Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go here. Yeah, that seems to be fine. And then maybe here. Ah, that's a nice move. I can go here, though. So I think that works fine. I guess I have to take here. And then they may just go there. And really start trying to pressure me. Oh, that's check. I probably should have taken there to start. Alright, so now we go there. Check. I'll go... I don't know... Here? I need to move faster. This is ridiculous. I'm taking too long in a position where I'm clearly winning by a lot. I'm not really sure where I want to go next is the problem. I might just sort of go back and forth and gain a little time and then decide what I'm going to do. Okay, my opponent is just now seemingly going to run out of time. Yeah, so I'm just going to kind of move my pieces around for a moment. Especially since they're taking a long time for each move, I can just, you know, very subtly move. Not doing anything. It's fine. And they ran out of time. Okay. So that was kind of a dumb end. I acknowledge that, but I was down to so little time. Let's take a look at how we could have actually won it for real rather than just doing that. What was the Sicilian Kostya recommendation? Yeah, so great question. So when I was at the National Open, Kostya Kavutsky very generously was looking at all my games. All right, let's just get rid of this stuff. And he thought that perhaps the Najdorf would be good for me because that's what I had played in my 20s. And so he was like, why don't you just do that? That sounded completely insane to me, to be honest. I feel like I've become a very careful positional player. That is not how I think of the Sicilian. So apparently this move is a weird move, which I thought, and this is the right sequence. And the engine says I'm doing fine, and that this is indeed the best move, and that this is a fine move. But yeah, the engine likes knight takes better, which I acknowledged pretty quickly I probably should have done. But here everything's fine. I'm just developing normal. My opponent really doesn't have anything. And now the engine says I'm winning by quite a bit. I'm up 1.5. And I don't think it's that hard to see why, right? It's just my opponent's position is a complete mess. And so there we are. Okay, back to the Sicilian. Yeah, so he said I should play the Najdorf. And I was like, you know what? Let's try it. And I've actually just been enjoying playing new positions. Will I break out the Najdorf in like a real tournament game? I don't know. Seems kind of unlikely. At least not anytime soon. But I might do it. Okay, so I'm up 3 now almost. Oh, that was a terrible move according to the engine. Not losing, but I lose a lot of my advantage. The engine wants me to play Queen C3, pressuring this bishop and the pawn, and then that way if they try this, then I get to just take. Okay, so I didn't do that. I went, oh, what are we doing here? I went here, I went there, and I gave myself an escape square, and I don't have a okay, now I have a giant lead. So yeah, this takes. I should have taken the check first, but they messed it up. And so then here I'm up 4. So I'm up 4. And I just decided, let's just do this and win that way. Kevin, why don't you have a hyper bullet elo? Yeah, I don't play bullet. I'm sorry. I'm not a bullet guy. I just don't do it. Okay, so how do we win this? Let's look at this. How would we go about winning this instead of shuffling? If I had lots of time, or even a little time. It seems like maybe even this is good. This is actually not good because of this. Wow. Okay. We don't lose our queen because we can move out of the way, but still it's not good. The computer likes things like here. Getting on a second file, probably going here. And then just, slowly pushing the win. Which, very reasonable ideas, right? We're fine. We can't lose. We can just take all the pawns and win. So that would be the way to go. All right. Let's see. Do we have time for one more? Let's see. I think so. I think we have time for one more. I think that's a fun opening compared to the Caro. Yeah, what I like about the Sicilian is it is so different from the Caro. So, like, if I want, something more positional, something where I feel like I'm more in control, the Caro is perfect. And then if I want to really cut loose and shake it up, I can play the Sicilian. So I kind of like the idea of having both in my repertoire. Now, the Najdorf is a pretty big undertaking. So I would not be willing to say I have it in my repertoire yet, but I think I'd like to get to a place where I do. Okay, so let's think for a second here. What is happening here? What's the best way to go? Here or here or here? This is just a good spot anyway for the knight because it's hitting this square after they do this stuff. So I think we're going to go there. We also have this check. The knight can come in to defend it. Is that what we do? Here, knight, here. takes. Let's do this. I don't know if this is right. It feels wrong to move this piece a second time in the opening, especially when we can just nab our pawn back. But it is putting a lot of pressure on this spot. If they don't handle this well, they basically have to go here. What? Oh my goodness, buddy. Buddy, you just go here. Oh no. Okay, so this is the challenge of having a pretty low Lichess Blitz rating. All right, at least it's moving up now. Okay, well, let's take a look. That person was not very high rated, which is fine. They weren't lost. I think they were even, actually, but they freaked out and thought they had lost the game. Okay, so that's unfortunate for them. So, yeah, I guess either of these are fine, and this is fine, and of course they just go here, and the game is even. I wanted to look at this and just see, is it interesting? Of course, they can just take. They can also just go here. And then if I decide to go here, then they take here, check, here, and it's, you know, an even game. In fact, the engine says that black has a 0.1 advantage. So my opponent actually resigned here in a completely even game. So this is a basic opening trap that's not a trap as long as the knight can cover this. So just know this, right? My opponent apparently didn't know that and couldn't find it and resigned. So kind of a shocking moment. All right, well, we got to play another one after that. I don't know what that was. That was the opening trap that wasn't a trap. There you go. I'm going to make a book called Opening Traps That Aren't Traps, but sometimes might be traps. And that'll be the #1 chapter. Okay, this is how I play against the King's Indian. It's this, what is it, the Smyslov, I believe. I called it the Petrosian once. People were very upset with me. Okay, when they do that, I push. Ooh, okay, they don't do that normally. Can I push again? Just like have this monster pawn in the middle? Kind of looks like I can. If I were to take, I don't like that. And if we traded, that's fine. It's like I could go here. This looks so promising. If they go back, like they have to... I'm doing it. This might be madness, but I want to see if this works, because that looks amazing. Look at that pawn. This pawn is beautiful. Nothing takes that pawn down. Problem is it actually relinquishes control of this square, so maybe it's not that great. To confuse the enemy, you must confuse yourself. Yeah, I like it. It's a good quote. Okay. The problem is I don't really know what to do now. Like, this is definitely taking me out of the territory where I'm very comfortable. I'm looking at this, which looks like madness, but also looks like it works. So maybe, I guess the queen could go here and immediately hit these two. I was not looking at that. This is backed up by the queen, so I would just go here. Though then they have some sort of discoveries, or they go here. They're on this a second time. Now this is being hit. So yeah, I don't think this works, actually. I think this is another game where I mean, last time I made a fine move, but I think this is a bad move, and it might actually take my opponent by surprise. I'm not sure. We'll find out. But they are sure thinking hard. They're like, oh man, that move is so good. So is it so good? Also, oh, I just saw something amazing. If they go here, we could go here. Threatening this? I don't know. I've got ideas. I've got plans and ideas. I like it. They could go here then, check. I go there, that's fine. 6th rank pawn is its own reward. I know, it's hard. It's hard to not jam a pawn on the 6th rank if you can. Especially in the opening. Like, they're just so... Well, the funny thing is they're not that hampered, which is kind of funny. Like, they could still go here, 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 and have a totally fine position. But it looks cool. And in a lot of positions, it would be devastating. Look at this person who's taking all of their time here. Come on, buddy. What are you doing? Let's see. Maybe I go like this. What I'm learning is in Blitz, play moves that you think are bad but look cool. Yeah, exactly. That's what this is, an educational stream, and that's what we're learning. Okay. Well, I don't even know what to say. My opponent, last move on move 6, they resigned. This person is essentially resigning on move 7 because D6 is so shocking. I don't even know what to say anymore. Okay. Well, Narcophile, I think you're fine. I don't know what the problem is here. I think you're fine. I think you just develop your pieces and move on with your life and not worry that much. But you are worried to the point where you left the game. It was too traumatic. D6 wins games. That's it. My opponent's out of time. They resigned, and here we go. Another miniature here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Everything was fine. This is all book. This is weird. And this is not the right move. That move is not even in the openings database. This is not a good move. It leads to equality. Let's check. This move I don't think actually works. Okay. Does this move work? No, that move does not work. Unfortunately, they can just go here. And then if I try to do this cute thing, they're just like, okay, that doesn't matter. Also, they could just develop a piece. And now black has a slight advantage. They could do anything they want. This was a bad move. The right move is to either just go ahead and back up the piece because this is stuck. And then maybe this plus this is kind of cool if they don't react. Like, let's say I go here and they go, I will develop my knight. Now they're in trouble, right? Now I have this. They can't even move this piece. And then I get to go here. Like, things are tragic now. But yeah. So I could either back this up, or another idea would be to go e3, which is what I was planning to do. And then go here. Or, let's see, another idea here is to go knight d2. Probably with this idea, but this is not good. It looks cool, though. Looks cool. Looks so good that my opponent could not handle it, left the game, doesn't come back. So, 2 straight miniatures. You know what? We got to go for 3. We got to go for the trifecta. 3 straight miniatures. Under 10 moves. We're going for it. We're going for all of the quick wins. I don't know what is happening here, but this is what we're doing. Okay, another game with white. Okay, so far so good. My opponent hasn't resigned or left yet. It's a good sign. This is a little weird. It really does let me just play e4. So I'm kind of a chicken, and I hate playing e4. Do I have to? Do I have to play it here? Like, my opponent has basically begged me to play e4. Alright. If you're going to beg me to play e4, then I will play e4. Fine. You win. You got me to do it. I'm going to push, and I imagine they're going to push. Now we're in like a Benoni thing. No, they're taking. I'm pretty sure I want to take this way. Okay, got me into... It's like a Benoni, but they didn't Fianchetto, so it looks quite weak to me. Thinking this move, this move. I guess we'll go here first. I'm even looking at like here, here, here. Just go like a super basic slam attack. What is happening here? I guess... Wait, do I care if they go here? I don't know, but sure. You wasted a move, I'll waste a move. Okay, so bringing the knight back. But the knight still can't go anywhere. But it is protecting this, I guess. Let's go... Let's just castle. Let's start there. Get safe. And now we'll actually play chess. Okay, now they're threatening to go here. And now I have to go here. That's a little embarrassing. Okay, I played a3 followed by a4. I look ridiculous. I acknowledge that. Okay, one of the lights turned out. That's cool. Let's go here. And then I think I'm going to go here. I just make a really basic caveman style threat. We're just going to try to do stuff. Okay. That's interesting. I don't quite know why they're doing that. I'll just go here. And now this is a real threat. So they have to go here, basically. And after they go there, now they're just a little bit weaker. I can go there. Could go here and put a pawn on the 6th rank. Ooh, baby. Whoa. That was surprising. Do I go here? Here, 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 check, here. I don't know that I get anything. Let's do it. I don't know. Maybe this is ridiculous. Maybe this is ridiculous. I don't know why I did all this. What am I doing? Okay. Let's come back to here. Here. I don't know. Okay, they did it anyway. I didn't think they could. Okay, I guess they can because of the bishop there. I'll take here. No, yeah, I guess they can. There. Do I go here? Here. No, I don't think so. I think I will get this bishop out. And I think if they go here, I'm okay. I guess that is quite annoying. I didn't consider that. I probably should have taken. Didn't look at that. Ooh, I do have this. But I don't think that works. Maybe it does, actually. Okay, but they went there, which is a good idea. I think I just go here. No, that is not a good idea. Oh, I'm in some trouble now. That's interesting. I'm gonna go here. If there, maybe here. But yeah, my position is worse now. And I'm low-ish on time. This is still hanging. So that's something. Well, no miniature this time. They're actually playing chess. They weren't scared by a not great move. It's unfortunate. I don't really have a plan here. So without a plan, I think I'm just going to go here. Assuming they protect that somehow. Got like here, hitting that. This might be a good idea. And then if I go here, whoops. I'm probably going to go here. Wow, they're taking a lot of time here. This is not a good plan. Okay. Do I take? Sure. Oh yeah, that one's a piece. So that actually works very well. Whoa! What? Huh? Okay, I take there. What do you got? What do you have here? This? Does that matter? Here is interesting. I am going to go here. Oh, I see. I probably should not have let that happen. Okay, now I understand. Yeah, because there's the discovery there. So I want to go here. I'm kind of looking at takes. Yeah, that might actually be mate. Takes, here. Yeah, that's a mating combo. So we actually have mate. I didn't have it before because the queen was under attack. But depending on what my opponent does here, I have a mating combination. I mean, they don't have to go for it, right? They don't have to take the pawn. So I do need to remember that. I can't sack like the queen or something and then have them just go, oh, I don't want the pawn. Okay. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's try to get this mating combo. They do have this move, which is annoying, and then they pick that up. So maybe this doesn't work. Oh, especially if they do that. Oh, I get to go here though. And now that doesn't work. Oh, but I don't have this check. That check's covered. Oh no. Oh, this might not work. This might not work at all. What the heck is going on? All right. I have a mate in 1, and you don't. So what are you doing now? I guess this is okay, maybe. Check. Yeah, actually, I think that might just win. Okay, well, that's a mate in 1. What? It's not a mate in 1? No, right, because it's discover check. Got it. Yes, that's a very good move. Oh, that's really unfortunate. I blew this game. I blew it. I blew it. Nope, that doesn't work there. Ah, that doesn't work either. Nothing works. Okay, I blew it. I officially blew it. That's too bad. That was a really good attack that I had. Oh, this is... No, that's not me. Not me. Okay. Okay. Might they run out of time? They might. Uh-huh. Oh, that's actually not me. Okay, good. That would be mate, so we'll go here. Okay, check. Uh-huh. Here? Just trying to move as fast as I can. No! Come on! I was just trying to move fast. I wasn't actually paying attention. That's unfortunate. Wow. Oh, I thought we won. It went to 0. That's funny. Well, we did not win. That was very close on my end. It said 0. Oh, yeah, just didn't move. I don't know. I'm still playing. Like it just. I think it's because they keep getting so close to 0. I don't understand how they're getting like 5 seconds back. So there must be some serious lag that's happening for me. It must be they weren't that close to 0. Let's see. Where was it? Where was the move where they went zeros? It was right. Why is it just showing the same? Oh, I guess we have to go to analysis board. What's up, Bobby Barrow? How are things? We had some troubles this game. Here, from my end, they went to 0 somewhere in here. And they never were under 5 seconds. So there's some sort of pretty serious lag happening on my end. Which doesn't matter. Like I didn't lose because of that. I'll say that. But it did give me that, like, stripped the hope away from me in the middle of when I thought I had it. So I thought I had this game won. I thought this game was over. First of all, E4 was that right. Yeah. Of course E4 is right. They gave you E4, you take E4. Okay, so this is all good, and the engine says I have a nice big advantage. I agreed. That was super weird. But then they went there, and again, I'm over a pawn advantage up no material. That's when you know you're in business. Could have just taken the bishop after rook takes f5. This felt like an eternal time. Yeah, I know, it really did. And I'm not great in time scrambles. That's why my blitzer rating is where it is. Okay, so this was ridiculous. I don't even know what this plan was. I got very cute here. The engine's like, what are you doing? Just develop your pieces or do something useful. Don't do that. Rook e1, here, all these are moves. Okay, this is a perfect definition of this. This is a move where it was like, I want to do something. And Boris Gelfand's book has sort of cured me of that in classical. In a shorter time control, I wouldn't have done that. I would have been like, okay, that does nothing. Let's slowly improve our pieces. But instead, I went for it. I decided, like, I have to do something big here. But the big thing didn't do anything. And in fact, now the computer's like, you know how you did all that? Now you lost your entire advantage. It's a draw now, you fool. Okay. Now I'm down a whole piece. A whole pawn. And now I'm down 1.7. And it's just falling apart. But this is a horrible move, and I win a piece. And it's just like, all right, now it's impossible to lose from here. The game is over, you've won. Until you do that. So, all I have to do is just say, okay, I recognize I'm up a whole pawn, a whole piece. I'll just go here and not let you do the only thing you have. And instead I was like, oh, I got the coolest move ever. Because they go here, and then I go here, and then they go here, and then I go here, and they go here, and I go here, and they go here, and it's checkmate, baby. Woo! I saw it. I saw that whole combo. One problem. One problem. They don't have to do any of that. They can just go, cool, I'll just take here. And then you lose. So, that was a problem of seeing a combo and not being able to pull back from it. I only had 20 seconds left, so I was like, let's go for it. But really, I just go here and the game is over. I'm up a piece. They have nothing. All right, so I went for my combo. And even still within this, I'm pretty sure I had to win. Here, and then they messed up and went there. Can't I just go here? Then here, and then I'm crushing. If instead they go here, I'm still up a piece, right? I can do whatever I want here. I'm up a piece. So, I found a couple of ways to blow this one. Even here, I'm still winning. I can still just take the piece. No. Wait. Yeah, I can still just go. Okay, cool check. This is a little surprising that I'm winning here. Where even on material, it doesn't look like I have a mating attack. It's my move, though. Yeah, and I guess this is very strong, right? Okay, I don't know if I would have found that in time trouble. But then I managed to blow it. I moved over. And then suddenly... What? Huh? I hang everything? What? And that's it. A5 is neat because you can take en passant when black plays B5. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Alright, well... That's that game. A wild one. At least it wasn't a 6-move miniature where I had nothing. Those were very interesting games. I hope you enjoyed this stream. This is my first time streaming on YouTube. It was a lot of fun. I think I'll try it again soon. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everybody.